Good morning, dear listener, and welcome to our special World Teachers' Day broadcast here on Breakfast Show, Coal City 929 FM, Radio Nigeria, Enugu. Across the world on October 5, the spotlight is on teachers, the men and women who shape minds, nurture talents, and inspire the next generation of leaders. The 2025 theme, Inspiring the Next Generation of Learners, challenges us to reflect not only on the role of teachers, but also on the evolving tools that aid teaching and learning in our fast-changing world. In Nigeria, as in many other parts of the world, technology has become a driving force in education. From online learning platforms to digital classrooms, from AI-powered tools to simple educational apps, technology is reshaping how knowledge is delivered and how learners engage with it. But the question remains, how effectively are we using these tools to inspire and prepare our young learners for the future? To help us unpack this important conversation, I am joined by two distinguished guests. First, we have Mr. Tobias Tochukwu Ogbuabor, a dedicated chemistry teacher and researcher in science education with a keen interest in how innovative teaching methods can enhance learning outcomes. Also, with us is Miss Njideka Ethel, Omeje, an educationist, student advisor, and entrepreneur who has devoted her career to guiding young learners in leadership, values, and future readiness. You are both very welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, as we celebrate Teachers' Day, it is clear that the classroom of the 21st century is not what it used to be. Chalkboards and textbooks are giving way to smart boards, tablets, and virtual lessons. Yet, while these tools hold enormous potential, they also come with challenges, especially in our Nigerian context, where access, affordability, and digital literacy vary widely. So let me begin with you, Mr. Ogbuabor. From your experience as a science educator and researcher, how do you see technology transforming the learning process in Nigerian schools? And what opportunities does it provide for inspiring the next generation of learners?
Just like smartphones changed how we communicate today, technology is really changing how students learn in Nigerian classrooms. Technology makes lessons more interesting and easier to understand for our students. A typical example of a technological tool, which I'll be talking of in our discussion today, is the smart board. Many schools currently are adopting the smart boards, especially schools in urban areas. Now, the smart board is something that looks like a big television screen that can be used for teaching. Smart boards allow teachers to display lessons, videos, and animations in ways that capture students' attention better than traditional chalkboards that many of us used during our days in school. With smart board, teachers can display colorful diagrams, play educational videos, and this makes students to understand the content being taught more and more. Technology does not just help teachers to teach well, it helps students to learn well, to understand better. It offers so many exciting opportunities that inspires young learners. Now, let's take for instance, technology helps students to understand and remember things better. When lessons are being taught in ways that it relates to the students' environment, students' understanding, students' thinking abilities, which is what Smartboards does. It helps to develop critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity among students. And these are the core skills required for sciences. And when this is developed, we will have greater scientists that will drive and change our society.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ogbuabor, for that perspective. Clearly, technology can open doors for creativity, collaboration, and deeper understanding, but only when it is well applied. Now, Ms. Omeje, as someone who works closely with young learners, advising and preparing them for leadership and societal roles, let me ask you, in your view, how can technology be effectively integrated into education, not just as a tool for teaching, but as a platform for inspiring values, leadership skills, and innovation in our students?
Technology can be more than a teaching aid, yes. It can be a doorway to shaping character, leadership, and creativity in our young people. For example, digital platforms can encourage teamwork through group projects. Like the project they do should be project-based learning. And this is where students come together, they collaborate, they communicate and solve problems together. Like my school, the kind of projects we give them in Roseville Secondary School is project-based learning. So we give them a project, they look at it, and it always has a way of solving a problem in the society, right? So this way now, it helps these children to learn how to collaborate, how to communicate, and how to solve problems. Leadership skills can also be nurtured when students take ownership of their learning, using technology to research, present ideas, or even mentor their peers. Yes, the students can even collaborate with students outside their country. They collaborate and learn through these digital tools. And at the end of the day, they are making posts online, they are posting solutions they have gotten from a problem they discussed. This way now we are making use of digital tools. Most importantly, technology gives us the chance to connect learning with real-life values, whether it's using storytelling apps to teach empathy or virtual exchanges that exposes children to other cultures. It helps them build respect, responsibility, and innovation. But the teacher remains central. Yes, it's the teacher's guidance that ensures technology is not just used to pass exams, but to prepare learners to be responsible leaders and change makers in the society.
Thank you, Ms. Omeje. That's very insightful. But while we talk about the promise of technology, the reality is that many Nigerian schools still lack basic infrastructure, reliable electricity, internet connectivity, or even computers. For some children, learning technology is still a distant dream. Now, to Mr. Ogbuabor, how do we bridge this digital divide so that technology in education does not become a privilege for the few, but a tool for every child in Nigeria, whether in urban or rural areas?
Well, you are right. Many schools still lack electricity, internet connections, and even computers. And this makes digital learning out of reach for most students. Now, for instance, in my community, Umalo, in Yusu's local government area of this state, our electricity is completely unreliable. We do have light, mostly during some festive periods. Our internet connection is poor. Some villages do not even have the internet connection at all. And this is the situation of many communities in Nigeria. Bridging the digital gap in such communities requires practical and multi-layered solutions to ensure technology benefits every child, whether in cities or remote villages. One key step is investing in basic infrastructure like solar-powered electricity and affordable internet access for rural schools. With solar energy, a stable power can be provided to communities where our national grid are weak or non-existent. Secondly, mobile network companies and government programs can work together to expand internet coverage, and reduce data cost. And this will help to improve online access for our students and teachers. Another priority is supplying affordable digital tools like smart boards to schools. Schools on their own can set up tech centers or smart classrooms and make sure that the resources there are available to all students. Teacher training is another important area that should be looked into. Many teachers need practical digital skills, and this will support them to confidently use technology in their teaching. Finally, curriculum and learning materials should be inclusive and relevant to encourage broader participation. Digital resources should be combined with traditional methods to ensure no child is left behind the transition.
That's an important point, because at the heart of education, no matter the tools, are teachers themselves. A well-trained, motivated teacher can make technology come alive, but without training and support, even the best tools may end up unused or underused. Ms. Omeje, from your perspective as an educationist and student advisor, how prepared are Nigerian teachers to embrace and maximize technology, and what kind of training or support systems should be in place to help teachers inspire students through digital tools?
Nigerian teachers are ready to embrace and maximize technology. Yes. A practical instance of this is what happened during the COVID-19 pandemic. Everywhere was shut down, including schools. But the government management of schools did not relent, but made ways to see that learning continued and children are engaged. Through the use of learning platforms like Google Meet, Google Classroom, Zoom, and even WhatsApps, teachers were all open to learning how to make use of these tools. And they showed their willingness to learn new things whenever the need arises. During the sit-at-home days in the East, where I work, we didn't just sit at home, we sat at home teaching and learning. Online, we connected online through Google Meet, and learning was perfect. The children learned, and everybody learns. If you don't know what to do, you're being coached on what to do. But today, teachers are facing challenges, which is also affecting them, the sustainability of the usage of these tools. Teachers are often functionally handicapped by lack of needed infrastructure to purchase computers to register for courses and the rest of it. Poor remuneration, inadequate access to hardware, insufficient budget allocation, insufficient mentorship, especially after initial training. What is the solution? What do we do? Today, I'm a teacher and I'm also calling on the government. Teachers need training and there should be follow-up. Training should not just stop at the first stage. It should continue. Then, secondly, and most importantly, the remuneration of teachers needs to be looked into. It needs to be improved. Teachers are not paid well. I join my voice with the voices of other teachers today to plead with the governments, private sectors, to look into the salaries of teachers so that they can even register for courses. They can learn the tools that we want them to learn. All right. Then some tools, some programs can be left free or at a very subsidized cost for them. There should also be technical supports that will help them. I believe with this, it will make a huge difference and help teachers to inspire students through digital tools.
Well, if you are joining us on Breakfast Show, Cool City 929 FM, Radio Nigeria, Enugu, we are talking about World Teachers Day 2025. Theme, Inspiring the Next Generation of Learners. Topic, the role of technology in education, with guests Tobias Tochukwu Ogbuabor and Njideka Ethel Omeje. Now, as we look to the future, it is clear that education will keep evolving. Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, personalized learning platforms, these are no longer science fiction. They are already entering classrooms around the world. The challenge for Nigeria is how to adapt and make sure our learners are not left behind. My question to you, our guests, what is your vision for the Nigerian classroom of the future, say in the next 10 to 15 years? And what role do you see teachers and technology playing in shaping the next generation of learners? Tobias Ogbuabor.
Okay, I can say that in 10 to 15 years from now, classrooms in Nigeria will become a vibrant and dynamic space where technology and teachers will work hand in hand to create personalized and a kind of engaging learning experience for every student. Now, just imagine classrooms that will be equipped with AI systems that understand each student's needs, their strengths, their weaknesses, and then try to make the lessons in ways that make students to learn at their own pace. Virtual reality, on the other hand, will allow students to sit in their classroom and explore far off places, conduct science experiments, and do so many other wonderful things. Now, teachers at this time, or in few years to come, as we are discussing, will evolve into facilitators and mentors. They will guide students to think critically, solve problems, and collaborate effectively. Now, instead of just delivering information, teachers will use technology to create hands-on, real-world learning opportunities that will help students to relate what they learn in classrooms to life beyond schools. Teachers can use technology as well to track the progress of students and give an immediate feedback, and this is going to be helpful. Now, in the future, I see technology not replacing teachers. A lot of research has been done on this, that has been carried out, and it has been found that technology will not replace teachers. Rather, technology will empower teachers. Technology will make teachers to be free from writing lesson notes, lesson plans, report cards, name them, all those things that take teachers' times, This will give teachers the opportunity to focus on meaningful interaction with students. Then, on the part of the students, they will not just gain subject knowledge, but they are also going to develop digital literacy, creativity, and skills needed for tomorrow's workforce. Thank you so much.
And you, Ethel Omeje?
In the next 10 to 15 years, I envision a Nigerian classroom that is far more dynamic, interactive, and inclusive than what we have today. Technology will not replace teachers, rather it will empower them to teach in ways that meet the unique needs of every learner, because the classroom has social, audiovisual, hands-on activity learners, and so on. Artificial intelligence and personalized learning platform will help identify students' strengths and weaknesses, providing targeted support so that no child is left behind, whether they are in urban or rural areas, with the use of personalized assessments. Virtual reality can bring history, science, and even cultural experiences to life, making learning practical and engaging, which I do as a history teacher in my class. I make use of tools, get videos, go on a tour online, Holy Land, international museums, historical sites, and the rest of it, which at the end, it makes learning interesting and engaging. So I see a classroom in the future where all teachers, dependent on the location, do the same for learning, so that learning will be interesting, will be engaging, and the students will also be eager to learn. However, the heart of education will remain the teacher. Why? Because they are the facilitators, mentors, and value shapers, using technology not just for academic content, but also to inspire leadership, creativity, collaboration, and moral values in students. The Nigerian classroom of the future should therefore be a place where innovation meets human connection, where learners are not just equipped with knowledge, but with the critical thinking and ethical grounding needed to thrive in a changing world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tobias Tochukwu Ogbuabor, chemistry teacher and researcher in science education, and Ms. Njideka Ethel Omeje, educationist, student advisor, entrepreneur, for sharing your thoughts with us on this special World Teachers Day program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, what is clear from our conversation is that technology is not here to replace teachers, but to empower them. It is a tool, and like every tool, it is only as powerful as the hands that use it. Nigerian teachers remain the heartbeat of education, and with the right training, resources, and vision, they can indeed inspire the next generation of learners to build a brighter future. And to all teachers listening today, we say, Happy World Teachers Day. We celebrate you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for your service to humanity. All right. Producers Jude Obu and Anayo Egere, supervisor, has been General Manager, Coal City FM, Kate Nebo. Executive Producer, Zonal Director, Radio Nigeria, Enugu National Station, Dr. Tochukwu Eze. I am your presenter, Ngozi Ebo.